to attend to. What am I to do? He really ought to have... Turn by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use.
He really ought to have returned by now.
Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
Oh, I can't complain, really.
We have reached our destination.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once...
I trust all's well, sir.
Sir, how can I be of assistance?
I dare not showcase a performance unperfected.
Come now, stop and watch a moment.
I grow restless when I do the same thing all along.
Aught you need of me?
Acting up today.
Sometimes I wonder, are you better off?
Do we truly expect to find aught of value in a chest hidden in a place like this?
So you say, but I'll wager you're just as curious as the rest of us.
Where to now?
Best take it easy today.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for. Is that you, Norbert? Ah, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself, only... it is a dangerous place. Understand? I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. please, sir. I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone... Go into the forest, and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and it's hard to describe. But my brother and I are the only ones who use that path, to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go, then. My life's in your hands, friend.
We must fly to the aid of those in need.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once you've...
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Seems naught ever goes right. I don't like this place at all.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
An abandoned campsite, just waiting to be claimed.
A chance to recover our strength would be most welcome.
Prepare for battle.
This spell will empower you. Elemental magic. That's the spirit.
I can do no less in service to your wizard.
I love that.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
'Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
Feast your eyes on this!
That's it! I'd thought I was done for.
Aye, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Aye, you'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
We must proceed with caution, lest our charge come under attack.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
I'm just glad to live another day.
Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
That's it! This is my sort of place. Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert, and perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only steeled myself sooner. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
With Sir Norbert safely returned, Melv shan't lack for medicinal herbs. Two good deeds in one, you might say. Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Aye, I reckon you'll be good at this.
Can't say I have any tidings to share. There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
I've erased the rumors of every
Well met, sir.
carried on
How
the
might
wind.
I be of service?
Yes? Is that...
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Well, you ought not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect 'twill be some time before you fully recover.
Wakestone shards are worth their weight in gold when one has... There's enough of them to combine.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
Time to head to market, methinks.
Here to ask all of me, are you?
Good day to you.
Would you mind coming over here? This way, Master!
No easy answers here.
Yes?
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of... I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Where was I headed?
I'm in your debt, sir. You helped me learn a valuable lesson today.
Over here, if you please.
What am I supposed to do?
My pack's grown rather heavy.
Let us make haste for the nearest town. I'd rather sell our pickings at market than toss them aside.
Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
Well met, sir. How might I... be of service? Do come again. Fancy a look at my wares?
But the seems strange.
No hurry to leave.
Follow me, if you would. We have arrived.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
We've got goblins!
We need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. A few more people like that and we'll have them running for the hills.
A resounding success. Did you fall in the puddle? You're positively soaked.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. There's still only one of them. Regardless, you would do well not to invite my mistrust.
You'll not live to regret this.
My magic are yours to wield.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
I've got a good feeling about this one. The sun's light has grown dim.
We shall have to be all the more vigilant.
This is an obstacle I'd sooner be rid of. Ranged attacks are my speciality, Master. Shall I assist?
Is that a statue I espy over yonder?
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
A good place to put our feet up, if we've a tent with us.
Let us keep this place in mind for when night falls.
This has no bearing on our current conversation. I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night. I can scarce keep my eyes open.
Indeed. Surely we've time for a short kip, ere we continue on our merry way?
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
Freshly rested in the earth. This battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
My magics are at your disposal.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Oh, now I feel a fool.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Keep on like that and we'll be done here soon enough.
Not bad, all things considered.
I'll be feeling the scars of that battle for some time yet.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look.
Look, Master, goblins!
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat? A fine display of skill.
Plenty more where that came from.
Not so bad right here.
Tremendous work!
Just think what we could achieve if we honed our talents further.
What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops! Pray, be on your guard! The power of such a torrent is not to be underestimated.
I've no doubt it would catch our foes unawares.
time we make it to the capital, to inform the people of the government that the original...
You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision.
Oh, I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
They can be most convenient.
That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir. Goblins, Master!
We need not sprint from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything.
A gift of fire! Mind you don't burn your fingers.
That's it!
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear? Many of those loyal to me have been
Such quietude is a blessing.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Thought you could hide, eh? Oi! Halt!
I'm sure I can handle this.
Quite sure. So weary. To next. My body's not forgiving me.